Good afternoon, everybody. So I've been debating for a little while on how to do this video. I didn't know whether I wanted to update once a week or I wanted to update once a month. Because my gastric bypass was more for my gastroparesis, my updates would be more depending on the advancement in stages and how I'm doing with that. Because everybody knows gastroparesis causes paralysis of the stomach. The reason that I had the surgery was to give me a pouch big enough to hopefully hold my food, and that where I would be able to eat and it would be able to digest and not just sit there. So that's been more my question on when I should update it. I haven't decided yet, but I decided to update today to let you know how I'm doing 1 week after they advanced me to the pureed stage. So I had my surgery May 1st. I got advanced to the pureed stage May 11th, which would be 10 days post-op. And then I've been on this stage for about a week and a day now. And honestly, it's been difficult. It has not been easy for me. I come from not being able to eat. I wasn't able to eat in almost a year, really. Nibbling here and there, that's not really eating. So food in my body was like, oh my God. Like, my body literally was going into shock every time I put food into it, because they didn't really know what I was doing. So I kind of felt like I didn't know what to feel. So I had to take my time in figuring that out. So right now everything in the pureed stage is basically mushy. It's like an applesauce consistency. And I've had to be mindful that I have gastroparesis, and try the foods that I didn't tolerate before. I have to try them very slowly and one thing in a day. So I've been very skeptical in what to try, but so far everything that I've tried that I'm supposed to be eating in this stage has sat well. I was stubborn and I try to advance myself, and I shouldn't have done that, because what happens with thicker, I guess denser food that's heavier, it sits here, like literally like right here, and it hurts. And when I say it hurts, it feels like literally someone is sitting on your chest, and until that food passes, it's gonna hurt. Eating too fast has caused me pain here, because I'm supposed to be eating very slowly. I'm supposed to take a bite and then put my fork down. I usually count a minute or two, but sometimes I'm like in such a rush to just put it in my mouth, because the mindset is, you know, you gotta eat your food fast, that I eat too fast. So chest pain. That's been my main problem, the chest pain. I've thrown up 3 times already because I've eaten too fast, or I've eaten too much, because I think I can eyeball everything, which I can't. And it's just rough, because why do I want to rush? Like, I want to enjoy my food. I haven't been able to eat in such a long time, but my mindset is I gotta hurry up. So that's been like the most difficult. So far I've been able to tolerate everything. So far in the pureed stage, I've been eating Greek yogurt. Has sat well. Mashed potatoes has sat well. I do definitely try to get a lot of protein in, so I have like turkey chili that I really puree really well. I put a little bit of cheese on it, which also has some protein in it. I drink a lot of water in the day. Water is like most important, because what you don't want head hunger, right? Which is something I was kind of going back and forth with, trying to figure out if it was real hunger or head hunger, because I haven't been hungry in over a year. So I make sure to drink a lot of water, which I'm like super grateful that I can hold down, because I haven't been able to hold down water in over 7 months. So, which is why I was on a feeding tube. So that was really good. Water, at least try to get at least 48 ounces to 64 ounces. I usually hit the 48 ounce mark, never hit the 64. I haven't been able to hit the 64 since I've had surgery. But 48 is good, and as long as you're getting protein in throughout the day, I've kind of been bad, and I haven't been drinking my protein shakes as my snacks throughout the day, because honestly, filling 3 times of eating and then water, I can't. I have to be mindful of my gastroparesis at the end of the day, and I start once I feel like I'm doing too much, I start getting really, really nauseous, and which is the reason why I've thrown up 3 times, and just really bad nausea, and I don't want to throw up. It's more difficult to throw up after gastric bypass, or any type of weight loss surgery, but since I had gastric bypass, I can say that, you know, it's hard to throw up. I've had to stick my finger in my mouth, and that still doesn't help, and everything just kind of sits there, feels like sludge. So I'm just like, no, I'm not trying to do it to myself. So I'm taking it easy, and I'm trying to get in as much as I can. Now, with me not being able to get my protein in, I haven't really been losing weight, which is okay, because my goal and my surgeon's goal for this surgery was not for me to lose weight. It was more to get my gastroparesis under control, because I almost died 3 times last year, you know, because of my gastroparesis, because I went into severe dehydration and my body wasn't getting the nourishment. I was literally malnourished, and I was losing weight very fast, and my organs were being affected, and starving to death isn't cute. It's not nice. It hurts really bad. So, you know, I've just been honestly very grateful that I can get in the little bit of food that I've been getting in, honestly. And I'm not pushing the limits. I'm really not. I'm not eating anything that I couldn't tolerate with gastroparesis. I'm trying to eat what I can, I've been trying to figure out what I can. I was able to eat eggs for the first time. I have to eat them poached, which is okay with me. I like, you know, runny yolk and stuff like that. I'm only able to eat half of an egg, but it's still a freaking egg, and I wasn't able to eat an egg with before my gastroparesis. So I'm very grateful, honestly. And as you guys can tell, my face is getting much smaller. I mean, I still have this, but you know, it's getting smaller. I'm starting to see like the bone here, and when I turn this way, like, oh yeah, it's just like, I don't know. But you know, to me, the goal wasn't weight loss. It really wasn't. I never wanted to be skinny. You know, I've always wanted to have meat on me, but I wanted to live. And, you know, I'm always telling my husband how I'm losing weight and I'm getting skinnier, and I don't really want to get too skinny. And he reminds me every single day that, to be honest, skinny and alive is better than chubby and dead. You know, and it's true. So I'm very grateful for my surgeon for doing this. At the end of the day, I'm still very, very sick, and I still get nauseous. Gastroparesis hasn't gone away. I still live with the fear that I'm going to end up back on a feeding tube. That fear is getting closer as I get to solid food, because solid food is usually what we really can't tolerate. And that's where my fear comes in, honest to God. It's very scary. Very, very scary. And then I have severe anxiety, so it's like I worry about that. I worry about getting really sick again. I worry about being bedridden again. I'm not really moving around now. Unfortunately, I got a new diagnosis this week. Well, to me it's not new, but to my paperwork it is. I got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I've been living with this body pain for over 2 years, and in doing my own research, I found out I had fibromyalgia, but nobody was really listening to me. And then my main doctor said, okay, it's time for you to see a rheumatologist. And when I saw the rheumatologist, he did the pressure point test, and oh my God, like, he was like, I'm gonna hurt you in places I know where to hurt you. And I just wanted to punch him in the face, but I didn't. But he caused me severe pain. Like, I was in pain the rest of the day. I had to come home and lay down. So now the diagnosis is on paperwork, and I'm really sad about it because it's yet another incurable thing that I have. But I'm strong and I'm gonna fight it and just do the best I can. I was put on gabapentin. So far I haven't really seen a difference, except that it puts me to sleep at night, and that's good for me because I haven't been able to sleep at night. But without that medication, I would be in agony at night. So that's a step in the right direction. But that's not what this video is about, and I don't want to ramble on. But for those thinking about doing the gastric bypass, I think it's something that you definitely should research. If it's good for your gastroparesis, if you have the medical requirements to get it. I don't know if they do it only for gastroparesis. Like I said, I have a lot of other things going on. I have diabetes. My BMI was over 40. Actually, when I went into surgery, it was like 38 or 39, something like that. You know, and it was really, we thought I wasn't going to get approved, and then I did. So it was really like a hard time for us, just waiting for the insurance approval. But now that I've had it, so far I did have regrets at the beginning, because of how bad I felt, and the uncomfortable feelings I have now. Pretty much it's my fault because I kind of overeat a little bit. But you know, like I said, I'm very fearful that as I get into the solid food stage, I'm gonna get sick again. Or not sick again, because I'm still sick. I'm gonna get sicker. Lately I've been feeling run down. Like these last 2 days, for some reason, I've been feeling like I'm GP sick, and it's been hard for me to get in my food. My body is really tired, but that can also be because I'm in a fibro flare. So it's just like a lot of up and down of everything. But you know, like I said, if anybody is thinking about doing this surgery, I definitely think you should research it. I did so much research. My surgeon did a lot of research on her. I mean, she's done all these surgeries, but she did research to help me feel comfortable, and she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was talking about, and I listened to her, and I trust her with my life. I mean, like I said, she saved my life 3 times. This is the 3rd time. Like, she did the gastric stimulator for me in June when I was very sick and literally dying. She did the J-tube, or she had her partner do the J-tube for me when I couldn't have any nutrition at all through mouth. And I literally was, I looked like walking death, she said. And you know, and then now the gastric bypass for my gastroparesis. Like I said, at the end of the day, I trust my surgeon, and whatever option she wants me to take, I'm gonna think about it and probably do it because I trust her. And you should definitely trust your surgeon and have a relationship with your surgeon where you can feel comfortable to go to them after, before, in between, and say, listen, this is what I'm worried about, help me. And they should be able to do that. So like I said, I think I went through everything that I've kind of been through this last week. You know, for me, time is going very slow right now, so it's like and then sometimes I feel like time is going very fast. But take it easy. Take it easy. Don't advance yourself, you know, especially if it's for gastroparesis. Do not put foods in your mouth that you know are going to be bad for you. You know, try like the healthier stuff, like today will be my first day that I try like steamed vegetables, because they told me it was okay as long as they're mushy and I can fork them down. And I'm gonna try that with some salmon. I haven't tried that yet, and they said as long as I can fork it down. And I was already used to eating mushy salmon because I used to do it before. So I'm gonna try that today, and probably in the next video let you guys know how that went. But I may need some reminding because my brain fog sucks. But like I said, you know, so far this is helping my gastroparesis a little bit. And a little bit to me means a lot. So I hope everybody has a great day. And if you have any questions, you can private message me, or you can comment below. If you like my channel, subscribe to it. I try to update as much as I can. I'm gonna probably do like a reintroduction video. I was thinking about doing that. I'll probably do that next week, because I have a lot of new like people subscribe to the channel. So to reintroduce myself and just to pretty much stay where I'm at right now, maybe. All right, so I hope everybody has a great day. Okay.